Well, good greetings and beautiful and abundant benevolent blessings to all you wonderful souls out there. Kiara Dukas here, and welcome to the All Things Health and Wealth Show, where we bring everything relating to health and wealth right to you and your visual cortex. So, with that being said, let's ask you how your day is going today after a wonderfully loving, kind, blessed Valentine's Day. Now, guys, I know I've been a little bit crazy busy. I'm sure we all have, but I just haven't physically got around the time to getting to a video. I was meant to get to do one yesterday, but my video camera just was not working on the laptop, so I just really struggled with that. So I finally got this working today, so really happy about that. So guys, I guess we're going to have a little bit of a conversation today about what happened yesterday in the Federal Reserve expedited minutes or meetings. And ironically, that happened on Love Day, right? Or Valentine's Day. So interesting, because right now, this AM today, we're actually experiencing that beautiful love within the crypto space. And I'm sure everybody who's in crypto is somewhat feeling a little bit like of a relief and somewhat happy. So we'll get to explaining as to why that is too. So before I go anywhere, I think what I'm going to be doing on these videos now is, I've done it on a few of them, is always just start off with a cheers to you and blessings in abundance, because I'm about to have some green mint and dandelion tea with some extra MCT oil. Now, you're going to ask me, well, why are you having that? Well, the green tea is naturally fat burning. It keeps your metabolism boosted and happy and strong. The green tea is also phenomenal for gums and gum repair and anything to do with receding gums and gum lines. And then the peppermint is soothing yet uplifting in terms of mental energy, but soothing on the stomach, and you would generally have mint after you've had something to eat. Although I haven't had anything to eat, I never eat in the mornings. I only eat once per day. So yeah, and then the dandelion, I'm a Taurus, so dandelion is exceptionally good for Taurians, and this excretes bile out the liver and really just helps to cleanse the blood and the liver and process a healthier organ from the body or in the body. And yeah, so that, and then the dash of MCT oil. MCT oil, it has omega-7s, which is exceptionally good for brain function, brain boost. You already know I've had my capsules and my tonic for the day, so you all know about that. That's a daily ritual. I will always do that forever. So yeah, and that just really gives us the most beautiful, healthy benefits that we could experience, that's for sure. So guys, you can see here, if you haven't already liked my page, please come and like my page. I have Twitter, please follow me on Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn. I haven't done anything yet on Pinterest, even though I have it here. I am looking for somebody that can help me build some blogs on my Twitter page, because I have a lot of information, as you can hear, I need to download for you and the benefit of you and your health and your wealth and your families, of course. And I have Facebook and TikTok. So TikTok is really wonderful. I haven't got there yet, but I do believe that is a place that we should be going. So any support in any of my community would really be grateful. I'm now on 26 subscribers. I'm really proud of that. I'm feeling really good about that. Thank you to everybody who came over from the Landshare group and the Landshare community and watched my video. Really appreciate it. That was such a cool video. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I literally did that video at midnight and published it at 1 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, it was really just a good turnout. I shared it with the Landshare community group, and you can see I got some good views on there, and there were quite a few people that commented on there and loved it. So if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, please come in and take a look. There are things here that can benefit you. I, of course, will get into the groove of more of these videos more consistently. So as you already know, I do run a number of businesses. I run a superfoods business. CBD oil, and we do health consultations, and we are traditional healers, and we really focus on bringing the best benefit to restaurants and therefore feeding people absolute nourishment throughout. So with that being said, I've spent quite a bit of time now just discussing some of that stuff, but in the interim, this is the chart that I really wanted to come talk to you about, guys. So let's have a look here and let's see what's going on. So yesterday after the Fed, you see we've had some suppressed pressure. You can see I put a downward triangle here. Here's our support level. So we didn't break our support level, we just broke the low a little bit, but we immediately rejected it and pushed back up above this ascending line, which brings in support from all the way from down here. It's a little bit off center, this one, sorry. I don't know what happened there, but that's okay. You get the gist of it. That this is an upward trend now, officially. So we've seen a bottom fall in from here, and then that land at the bottom. There was a small W pattern here, which broke out, broke above, faked out, hit back, and came to find some support. So we broke out of our channel, our long, as you all know, our long descending channel here, a wedge, and we faked out to the bottom and then immediately pushed back up, and we broke straight back through above this white line into back into the purple box. We sat for a little bit in a bull flag momentum over here, and we broke back out, and of course we then had some sort of quite similar pattern which faked out. It went up, tried to test the next resistance level of the purple box at the 46k level, didn't quite make it, reversed back down, straight back below the ribbons, and we've been literally giving these ribbons some energy here. So the market has been such a beautiful place. We've been sideways for a number of days now, I think from 11th of Feb all the way through to yesterday. So yesterday, of course, in the Federal Reserve meetings, we broke out this little line here. We broke down above there, and we broke above this upward momentum line. And we broke above, we closed in volume, and we broke through the green resistance box here. And we are still pushing up towards the blue line here, which is at $44,350. So you can see there, that's why there is a bit of major resistance on that level. But let's just have a clear view as to where this long green line comes from, so that you can have a good perspective of where we're actually at today in the market, guys. Because we officially, if you look at this on a higher time frame, we officially, this is the trend line, as you can see, because we broke above the trend, this trend line coming down here. We broke above this trend line, we pushed all the way up. We technically failed to break any higher than the all-time high, of course, and we then resumed a waterfall effect coming down, which then crossed the ribbons and gave us a bearish downtrend all the way down to here. So we had quite a long, I mean, as you can see here, we had major support here on this level before it pushed back up with a little bit of a fake out, and then just slowly pressed down. People were unsure. They were just not sure and happy with what was going on in the market at the moment. So with that being said, you can see that major green line is a line on the daily time frame that we are currently literally breaking back above, which gives us incredible energy. And you can see that line here for my upward momentum. It's not really, I mean, we can even delete this line here, so I'm not even concerned about that line particularly too much. But you get the point that I'm trying to show you. You can see here, this blue line has also been major support and resistance. So it's been resistance here, technically. So we're meeting that resistance level again. And you can see here, found support, resistance, and breakthrough resistance. And the same line hit back up, did a wick down and a push back up. So right now we're actually at an extremely critical moment for Bitcoin. But to be very straight up, I've got some really good news for you, because we've pushed back up from the purple box around the 34.5 to the 37,000 K level, my purple box, and we pushed back straight back above. We found some support on this box, as well as finding some support on the ribbons. And now we're closing, if we can close this daily candle above the ribbons, okay, that for me would seem a little bit more bullish than anything bearish at the moment. So bears, be cautious on the journey ahead. We still have obviously some good news and good momentum. So here, I mean, this was pretty obvious that we spiked up, we pulled back down. We could see that we were going to come back down. I mean, usually with candles like this, we could pull back straight back down to this level, but thank heavens we didn't. We just literally found a little bit of momentum now, kind of on the support of the ribbon and the purple box, which is absolutely phenomenal. And this has really just boosted crypto into the energy today. So let's see what time that happened in South Africa, my time. Boom, you see there's that buy volume, there's that buy volume over here. So we've had really good strong buy volume on the hour time frame, push back up. So this is a really good sign, because both on the hour, the 4 hour and the daily, we are officially back above the ribbon. Let's go and have a look at what's happening on the week time frame, so that we know the actual long-term time frame. To be very honest, not my most favorite candle, the shooting star, but the shooting star actually represents a continuation. It's between a shooting star and a doji berry. A doji berries. I'm thinking of goji berries, yeah. And goji berry juice. But here's a doji, and we could see we were rejected by the weekly ribbon, and at the moment we're currently sitting right underneath the ribbon, and you can see my blue line of resistance that we have been resisted here, we got resisted here, we got resisted here, and pulled back down. Right now, in this candle, we're still only on Tuesday, so we're at the beginning of the week. So this has been the weekly bullish momentum so far. So far, the buy has been good. But what I would like to see within the next week to 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at the most, is that we can get some bullish momentum to close above the purple box here at 47,500, which will close us above the ribbon on the weekly time frame too, which, guys, then you are all clear, because as we all know, once we come back above and close above the ribbon on the weekly time frame, we go up. We go up all the time, every single time. So above it, up, below it, down. See, below it, down, below it, sideways. Above it, up, below it, down. So guys, this is really, really, really bullish momentum, and from a technical analysis perspective, we're really looking super healthy, and we're starting to look super healthy. Now, let I get into some of the wonderful news that's been happening out there in the market. We've had phenomenal news of BlackRock bringing in their portfolio of investment into the crypto space, and they're definitely going to want to dominate this crypto space. So they're going to certainly be buying tons of this, because they're going to start offering it to their clients, right? So they're going to buy and sell. So we're going to see trillions of institutional investment coming into this space, and I tell you something, that's going to be far more superior than retail investors like myself, or like any retail investor coming into the space and purchasing this. But if they're coming into the space and you're already in the market and you bought at this low and you bought your other altcoins at this low, you best be knowing you're going to be very, very happy later this year. And only time will tell, right? And time is just patience in this momentum and this key factor of where we're at this moment, because Bitcoin is looking tremendously healthy. Let's go have a look at the S&P quickly, so we can just have a tiny squiz at what's going on in the S&P. Yesterday and on Friday, we had a major drop on Friday, a drop yesterday, but we're still sitting above our lows. We're sitting on support here, major support. So we're pretty good at the moment. You can see here's this cluster of support, cluster of support, cluster of support, cluster of support. So for me, if we start to see a move that then starts to kind of go from here and then push up and then kind of indicates back down, you know, then we're really going to look for some momentum on the S&P, the indices, which will then of course push other asset classes like gold and silver and metals, precious metals and stocks and crypto up, because that's where money's coming in. Money needs to find a place to earn more money, so it doesn't just sit around doing nothing, and this is going to be forever. So we need you to know that what's going on out there in the market is something really phenomenal. So I need to show you as well the dollar index. Let me just grab the dollar index, DXY, so that you all know. And then I usually do the index TVC, and I've got my boxes and support levels and everything in here. So as we can see, yesterday actually we failed yet again on the resistance of the box, of the purple box. So we failed once, we tried to come out, we failed again. So if we start breaking below this ribbon here on the 4-hour time frame, we're going to see this come back down at least to this white line, the dollar index, which would be 94.60 odd, which is bullish for crypto, of course, because if the dollar goes down and on the 4-hour time frame, then crypto goes up, right? Isn't that interesting? So with that being said, guys, I'm really excited. There will be a little bit of sideways, there will be a little bit of a push, but at the end of the day, like we can see, this buy strength and the volume is really coming up to this level, which is a good sign, because we want to break this level with volume. We want to break this level, bash up through my purple box, 47.5k, 48k, come down, test support, even if we come back down to 44 and then push back up. So plenty trading opportunities in the moment here for you all. And this is obviously not trading advice. You need to do your own research and check out your own markets, but I'm just here sharing and showing you what I found in the markets and what has been happening in the markets. And I just want to let you know that an all-time high of gold this morning was hit at 1876.30 odd, okay, which means that we are starting to see asset prices increase because of the volatility in what's happening with the Federal Reserve. Now, moving on to the Federal Reserve, of course, they had their expedited meeting yesterday, which I don't believe the release has been released just yet, or public released yet. But what we can see is that they have adopted Bitcoin within the USA officially, and with that seizing of the 3.5 billion with the couple, we are obviously seeing that they now hold Bitcoin, 3.5 billion on their balance sheet worth of Bitcoin. So that's quite interesting. What an interesting move. Yes, technically that should be going back to Bitfinex, but to its or Bitfinex customers, not Bitfinex itself, but Bitfinex customers. So with all of this news, we're obviously seeing a bullish move towards crypto adoption, especially from Fidelity, from Charles Schwab, indices, and of course BlackRock. We're really starting to see adoption from institutional investment. Now guys, each one of those companies that I just mentioned literally own more than a couple trillion each, BlackRock being the largest of them all at about 12 trillion in asset management, but they each own a few $1 trillion in asset management. Now BlackRock owns 16.3% of MicroStrategy, which MicroStrategy, most of the portfolio is already in BTC. So what is that saying to you? That we are going to see massive, ridiculously huge, insane institutional adoption. So you can either buy your Bitcoin price here today at 44,000, okay, or you could enjoy the ride up and catch your Bitcoin price at 100,000. That's your choice. But I'd rather be paying $44,000 for a Bitcoin today, because once we break up past this beautiful momentum I mean, we have the potential to do something like this. Let's measure this quickly so that we actually can see the move that happened. Okay, let's go from the bottom, even just from the bottom. Okay, that would take us up to a $85,500 BTC, perhaps by June, July. But we're definitely going to see up, boom, down, boom, boom, up until that happens. So who knows? This is the 2023 point, the January 2023 point. So, you know, BTC is definitely going to be reaching going to be breaking these all-time highs sometime this year or within the next year and a half. There's no doubt about it. So if you would like to, let's see what percentage gain that is for us all. Let me get my measuring tool. If you put your money in here at 34,000, this is going to be a 149% gain in your capital. So if you put $1,000, okay, you will be getting yourself $14,900 return. No, excuse me, $1,490 return. So you literally more than doubled your money. Yeah, I mean, 2.49 extra money. So with that being said, guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. Please, if you like my content, I am doing my best to bring some good content to you whenever I can. I am going to try and do some short videos. Please let me know if you like the way that I do my videos too. I'd like to hear from you and my community, and please share this video with your friends and your family so that they all know where they can put their money to and where they can invest in their crypto portfolio, because that is going to be absolutely tremendously important for you and your blessed family. Take care. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I shall be hearing from you absolutely super.